So today we are talking about the puppy principle, and I have my pretty little puppy with me just as some eye candy for you during this very important principle, a very serious concept for you to get so you understand how a man loves, commits, and bonds to you through an experience that you have or have had yourself. So before we get started, hit that subscribe button and don't forget the alert bell so you get all future videos as soon as they come out. So the puppy principle. I outline this principle in my book, Why Won't He Commit? How a Man Decides to Make You the One. Because make no mistake about it, it is a decision, and it's a decision that is born out of a number of things, most importantly, a man seeing it as the right time to commit to and be responsible for a pretty puppy. So let's look at this a little deeper. How are we as women all puppies to men? Well, I want you, it's maybe not puppies, but it could be kittens or say babies or anything that gives you a really special feeling when being around it. So for me, it is puppies. For many, many, many millions of people, it is puppies. Certainly, puppies are good, lovely, wonderful, loving creatures that give us a feeling even when we just see a picture or a video. And it doesn't matter whether it's the smallest, teeniest, tiniest Chihuahua Jack Russell mix, all the way up to being a Great Dane or Mastiff. Every single puppy, every single one of us as women are cute and wonderful exactly as they are. And that's what you must know as a pretty puppy yourself to every man. And it can be something very small about you that is alluring and wonderful because it's unique to you. That is what, for example, this little puppy is unique in her way. And there's something, the feeling that comes from being around a pretty puppy that is alluring and wonderful to us. So, once you know that men will love you in this way, it's very powerful because men love us all, whether we are the teeniest, tiniest little Chihuahua all the way up to the Great Dane and beyond. There is something about you. I want you to know that it is about the other criteria that makes it commitment for the man. So what I mean by that is that when we find a pretty puppy, come across a pretty puppy, and we love spending time with it, loving on it, doing all manner of things with it, it still must be the right time according to a set of criteria that will allow us to make that full commitment to and for a pretty puppy. Meaning that no matter how much you love one, if it is not the right time for you in terms of your finances, your education, your vocation, advocation, all of it, you will not feel comfortable committing to and being responsible for a puppy. This is when a man is not in the right space to do so, no matter his love for you, he will not be able to commit because for him, he is not able to give you the lifestyle and be responsible to and for you. Now you may say, well, I don't need a man to be responsible for me. That's not what I'm looking for. And that's true. You as a woman may not be looking for him to be responsible for you. But a man, a good man, that's how he feels. Just like we are going to be responsible for our pretty puppy. Not only that, the man must feel he's going to be able to be responsible to you, just like I'm going to be responsible to my pretty puppy. Meaning, I can't just not pay attention. I can't just not come home from work and give it time, attention, affection. When a man is not able to do that at the level he feels that you deserve, he will not commit. So think about that. That makes him a good man, not a bad man. So many times when it is not the right time for a man, he will not commit to you. Now this precipitates a lot of issues in relationships because for women, we commit to a man through time and sex. We're completely committed. It's not a decision we need to make. Unlike it's a decision we need to make as women when it's about a pretty puppy. So if you can put yourself in the position of being a man, a la a puppy, a real puppy, you'll understand how it is. Think of it just for yourself. You will not take on a commitment that you know you cannot be responsible to and responsible for. That's being wise and good. And when it is the right time, no matter what, you will go and find a pretty puppy because you love them all. And it's just a matter of, at the right time, finding the pretty puppy for you. This makes it so that we as women really need to understand the man being a consumer or a buyer. You can go and take my test, the consumer versus buyer relationship test, at willhecommit.com. Simply take that relationship evaluation and you will know where your man falls on the scale of being ready, willing, and able to commit according to a set of criteria vis-a-vis you and your particular relationship. This isn't a one-size-fits-all quiz. It's actually a relationship evaluation according to how you two are interacting and how he is being with you. Because I know when I talk to women and coach them, I can hear whether or not it's the right time for the man. Because again, no matter how much he loves you, not right time, he will not commit. And most importantly, when it's the right time for us and we meet a puppy that we could love, we still must make a decision about it. And that decision, once made, we will then live up to that decision. This is truly significant because it is the man making a formal public commitment that makes him start to bond. He will live up to the decision he formally made and publicly made, just like I am doing here with you now. I am making it known. This is my one. This is who I committed to be responsible to and for. That is so profound for the man. It's profound for all of us when we do make that kind of commitment, because it is about success or failure. Living up to commitments is something in all of us, but for men it is profoundly intrinsic about being a male, living up to our decisions. I talk about this a lot in my book, and I talk about it under the guise of my sports supposition, which will be another video I will put out here. But you can get my book anywhere books are sold. Simply order it. Why Won't He Commit? How a Man Decides to Make You the One. It is on Amazon with a lot of reviews there you can read. Because when you get these concepts of puppy principle, consumer versus buyer, sports supposition, it really is life-changing in how you view men, and that you can make them not bad in your eyes, and not that they're all the same, and not doing the right thing. Because many times to them, when they cannot take you on as the pretty puppy you are and what you deserve, he will walk away. Now, you can say, well, it's not that he's walking away. He's just hanging around but won't commit. Aha. Yes, that is us loving a puppy but not being able to be away from it. It's really us as the puppy making the choice, well, I know you can't commit, so I'm going to do something differently. That's what my coaching is all about, because when we do things differently, we get a different result. And that is also profound, because many times it is because it's that combination of right puppy, right time. The lines can be blurred. If the love is there enough, it can become the right time for the man, unlike the cut and dry for us sometimes of adopting a puppy. Because sometimes if we are given a puppy and it's in front of us and we love it so much, it's, well, you either adopt it or you don't have access to it many, many times. That can win us over by our heart. It can happen. It does all the time. And I help women get that result from the man that they desire and deserve. A lot of it is oxymoronic, antithetical to what we think we should do or say to the man to make that happen, because a lot of it is in making him wonder and in having them or him achieve your time, attention, and affection. So more on that to come, sports supposition to come. Check out my Instagram page. That gives more of my quotes and sayings there that can be profound when you remember them. Certainly check out the link below. Take the consumer versus buyer relationship test and really know where your man is on the scale of being ready, willing, and able to commit according to the criteria. And there you can get more information about my programs, my book. But if you want the foundation, you want to get started right away, certainly check out my book, check out my podcast. Again, all the information is below, and I look forward to your comments. Comment about a time for you where you decided that it was the right time to adopt, perhaps, or not, because of your intellect overriding your feelings, or the opposite, your feelings overriding your intellect. It is the dilemma and the balancing act that many men they're wrestling with, going through, and I can help you sort that out vis-a-vis the man that you would like to commit to you.
If you find the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun.